The Charminar stood tall against the twilight sky, its historic arches glowing under the city lights. The streets of Hyderabad bustled with life, the aroma of Irani chai filling the air, and the honking of autos creating a rhythmic chaos. Amidst this lively atmosphere, Arjun, a 28-year-old struggling architect, sat alone on a bench near Hussein Sagar Lake. He stared at the calm waters, but his mind was anything but calm. 6 months ago, his world had collapsed. His longtime girlfriend had left him, and his career was in ruins. He had talent, everyone said so, but no big break ever came his way. Rejections piled up, self-doubt grew stronger, and every failure felt like proof that he wasn't good enough. "Why is life so unfair?" he muttered to himself. Just then, an older gentleman, likely in his late 50s, sat beside him. He wore a crisp white kurta, a wristwatch that had seen years of success, and an air of quiet confidence. Mr. Iyer, as Arjun later learned, was a successful entrepreneur in Hyderabad's real estate industry. Mr. Iyer noticed Arjun's troubled face and said with a knowing smile, "You look like someone carrying the weight of the world." Arjun hesitated, but then, as if needing to release his burden, he sighed and replied, "I've worked hard, I've sacrificed, but I'm stuck. Every opportunity slips away, and my personal life is shattered too. I feel like I have nothing left." Mr. Iyer nodded thoughtfully. "I understand. I was once in your place." Arjun frowned. "You? But you look like someone who has everything figured out." Mr. Iyer chuckled. "That's what success looks like from the outside. But do you know how I got here? Not by worrying about the past or fearing the future, but by focusing on now." Arjun looked skeptical. "How does that even help?" Mr. Ayer leaned back, gazing at the lake. "Years ago, I was drowning in debt. Every day, I either blamed my past mistakes or feared an uncertain future. Then, one day, an old monk in Golconda Fort told me something that changed my life forever." "What did he say?" Arjun asked, intrigued. "He said, 'Your mind is a time traveler. It keeps dragging you into the past or pushing you into the future. But real life, it's happening only in the present. Focus on this moment and you'll find your way.'" Arjun absorbed the words in silence. "When I started focusing only on what I could do right now, not tomorrow, not someday, but now, things changed. I took one step, then another, and slowly, success followed." "So you're saying I should just forget the past and ignore the future?" Arjun asked. "Not ignore them," Mr. Iyer corrected. "Just stop letting them control you. Learn from the past, prepare for the future, but live in the present." Something in Arjun's heart clicked. He looked around, the glow of Hyderabad's city lights, the distant call of a chai vendor, the cool evening breeze. He had been so lost in his worries that he had forgotten to live. "What can I do right now?" he whispered to himself. "Stay calm," his heart responded. He went back to his home. Next day, he started to work on himself by doing meditation, and also started to learn not to worry on the things that he can't control. Slowly, he started to create new designs with much confidence and more creativity. As the days passes by, he developed a strong portfolio of his designs and updated online. One fine day, in the afternoon, his phone rang. It was a renowned Hyderabad-based architect, someone he had admired for years. "Arjun, I just saw your portfolio. Your designs are impressive. I have a massive project coming up, and I want you on board." Arjun's heart raced. Was this really happening? "Are you serious?" he asked, almost in disbelief. "Yes. Let's meet tomorrow morning to discuss the details." As he ended the call, his hands trembled. This was the opportunity he had dreamed of. But something was different. He wasn't anxious about tomorrow. He wasn't worried about past failures. He was just here. In this moment, and in this moment, life was good. Weeks passed, and Arjun poured himself into his new job, designing with a passion he had never felt before. The project was a grand success, and his name started gaining recognition in the architectural world. One evening he returned to Hussein Sagar Lake. Mr. Iyer was there, enjoying a quiet cup of chai. "You were right," Arjun said, smiling. "The moment I started living in the now, things changed." Mr. Iyer nodded. "Life is always happening in the present, and those who embrace it always find their way." As the Hyderabad night buzzed with life, Arjun took a deep breath, feeling something he hadn't felt in a long time: peace. Moral of the story: the past is over. The future is unknown. The only moment you truly have is now. Focusing on the present moment unlocks clarity, opportunities, and success. What about you? Are you stuck worrying about the past or fearing the future? What's one thing you can do right now to move forward? Please comment below.